Always got the remix at this time. Hi guys, I hope you're doing good. This is going to be a short live. Sometimes my moderators ask me to text them before I come on in case I need a moderator. But sometimes I go freestyle. I don't feel like I always need protection. I can do my own protection kind of thing, right? So I hope your day's going amazing, like the song says, right? Amazing. It's gonna be a little bumpy until I get off the highway, so bear with me. I'm in between so much, just left work, haven't been having much time to do lives lately. As you guys know, I haven't even put a title for this video, but someone's comment kind of like sparked a interest in an idea because of my short that I put up, guys, talking about making them wait to prove themselves. And he was like, you could be missing out on your blessings. Hi, my love. Of course you come through. Shabbat shalom. I know. Don't make me feel guilty. I do not like working on Saturdays. I do have next weekend off. Thank the Most High, right? Oh, what happened, girl? Well, you know, anytime we come on here, sometimes it's just like super controversial, you know, so I'm like, let me make a little extra video. This gentleman, because, you know, I put up a short and I was like, ladies, that song, Make 'Em Wait or Make Me Wait or something by Chris Brown and Jeremiah, which is funny considering how Chris Brown treated Rihanna, right? And I was just basically letting girls know that you need to make men wait, right? This is like a good thing we can teach the younger girls. Make them wait to prove themselves because they want girlfriend attention, but they don't want to give boyfriend effort. And this guy was like, oh, you could be missing out on a blessing. On your blessing. Girl, like my video if you're in the room, girl, please. And you know the likes I can get. You know, these guys be hating when I keep it real, you know. And he's like, you can miss out on your blessings. I'm like, how is that a blessing if someone thinks they're gonna get over on you, like you're just a quick layup or something? And just because I'm talking doesn't mean I'm talking about myself. I do have a daughter that's 22 years old. I have family and I work with younger people too. So I'm kind of talking to like the young people. So I'm like, actually, what makes it a blessing? It sounds more like a curse. So nothing lost there, right? If it's just going to be on some dumb-ish, right? And there was a beta police channel. He should be calling beta bitch channel. So I go on there. He's like, girls are only good for one thing. He don't show his face. He loves talking shit. And I was like, I just called him rude because he was just, he was talking mad ish to me. And I came in really polite, like, you're wrong, you know? And then he's like, that's it. You're blocked. Where's my moderators? I'm like, who's beta now? Who's beta now? The ones talking about the betas are the real betas because they get so emotional. I'm like, one comment, you already blocked me. I've had people say worse on my lives and I let it slide. Like, sir, you have no testosterone. You ain't no alpha nothing, right? Because the alphas don't even have to call themselves alpha. They just are alpha. And, you know, you got all these words like incels and all that. Well, some people are abstinent because they want to be. Why not? Let's make a term, abstinent alphas. Because as a woman, I've gone through times that I was good, like I'm all set, like I like to just you know, have my body to myself. A lot of women do that too. That don't mean that we can't date. That means that we just didn't, the options available were shit and we were all set, you know. Thumbs up, fam. Thumbs up, everyone. Who else is in the chat? Hi, how are you? I'm not going to be on too long. I'll park a little bit. I have plans. And yeah, I just left work and it's like, of course, you know, it never stops over there. Definitely, I was talking to the owner today. It was like super cool. That was a blessing. He's a pretty cool guy, so it never hurts to get really cool with the owner. I was like, oh, this guy has a great time. He has like a great personality. I'm like, good company, and I'm happy where I'm at. So I know, right? It's like, why don't they always come through? Of course, because I probably have some that I kind of burned them a little bit today. And even the 20-year-old that I was talking to, she was like, yes, I totally feel that message that you said. She's like, of course, know your value. I tell people all the time, because you will get a lot of the times, it's like, we talk about narcissism, empathy. I'll talk about law. I'll talk about everyday stuff. I'll talk about holistic whatever. But sometimes people want to Hannibal Lecter you. They want to just use your energy. But I'm like, okay, where's the reciprocation? I'm old school. People really had to go out of their way, take you out, do nice things for you and stuff. So this whole new GMO thing, and I don't have skin in the game. I don't care. So I can talk from my position because I have the results and I have the experience to prove what it is. And I've also seen those who think that they deserve the world just because they're a man. They'll look for any excuse not to invest in a girl, not to do whatever. But yet they want to. It's like, no, ho, you don't get anything. So these channels that are online, there was this beta bitch police channel. He's like, a freaking Neanderthal. And I was just like, sometimes you go through the different channels, you're like, oh, wow, you're talking your ish. Let me troll you for a bit, right? Since, when we speak our piece, they got the most to say. But he don't show his picture. I'm like, you're probably a whole dog. And he's like, girls are just good for one thing. You can't be allies with them. He's like, women cannot be moderators on my channel. They can't be this, but they can be a warm hole for you at night. Screw that. These guys deserve just their hands, if that. And I would tell that to my younger cousin, my daughter. If I seen some freaking loser, as much as I put in her and raised her, you know how much work a woman is to raise and to invest in as a parent, and then you think you can just take that down. Obviously it shows that these guys weren't bred very well, they weren't raised very well, they don't have good stock, and there's girls out there too. I'm not saying that every girl is, of quality, but let's put it in perspective, right? So when the guy is like, oh, you can miss out on your blessing, I'm like, no, actually, it could be a curse that I'm missing out. It sounds more of a curse than anything. Then I just would rather not, because I've seen the difference where, someone who cares about you, they can do small things before, when I first got into my relationship, I wasn't even, they asked me, oh, let's go to the beach. I'm like, I'm not just going to go there, whatever. It has to be somewhere in public. Let's have fun. It had to be a few dates. It had to be investment. And that's what anything else. A lot of us women are getting undercut as it is. Never mind. Because you know how many times I've come on here and I put up educational videos, but a lot of these guys, and not the good ones, guys, the ones that are on my channel, the real MVPs, the real alphas in this world. I'm not talking about you, but you got the ones the ones that are having all these terms, beta, this, that. It's that's so dumb. They have no idea. And yes, women can be a little alpha too in a feminine way. I guess you never watched Brave New World, so you don't know what you're talking about. Because the girl in the SMART class, she had an A for alpha, and the girls all had the B for betas. So learn your terminologies. They're just making up new definitions. They don't even know it came from an actual movie. But the ones who are coming on they're doing something, a lot of them are disciples of that CGA channel. He has a lot of these mutant babies that have been spawning their own channels, and they're using his buzzwords. But even he too, sometimes I think some people just make a character, and that they're really how some guys try to act all hard, or some people oh, I don't care about love or relationships, but in person they could be a big teddy bear, it could be something like that. But a lot of them are just their little deformed clones and shit, because I'm don't even try. At least he has his own little shtick or whatever. And it's we don't need others, because I'm I know that you're just regurgitating it and you think you're cool saying that, and what works for one person won't work for everybody blindly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could not work for you. So you got to be smart. It's not like, oh, this one philosophy, and now all of a sudden you're going to have, great results all the time, right? Hi, guys. Right. So it's like a lot to be said for that. So I'm like, I just came on and I was like, he was talking big ish and like disrespecting women, and there's women that I care about who are on these YouTube streets who could be watching some of this. So I'm like, let me, try to be like a good auntie, elder, whatever, and like say, hey, you're a whole fool. That doesn't work. You're actually sabotaging men. They're not going to get good results like that. And I've worked with younger men too. I just said goodbye to a team of mine. They were going back to Turkey. They were amazing. They were all in their 20s. And we worked for a few months together. And sometimes they had like, relationship questions or whatever. And I kicked them some game too. And like, they agreed with a lot of the stuff, and they're really well traveled and stuff. So it's not like, oh, I'm so far removed that I'm a woman, so they're not here. And if anything, they were like, oh, you're the best one here. They like felt so comfortable with me. And, so I guess women can be coaches in a way too, if you like it or not, because I do attract men in my sphere, even as friends. So it is what it is. So, but I learned some amazing stuff too, guys, today. I can give you a little tip. You always get something practical if you have enough patience to listen to the beginning of my rant. It's all freestyle. I should have been like a slam poet or something, right? A lot of times the stuff that we learn too and the gifts that we have are a blessing, and a lot of people don't appreciate that, because I give you guys stuff that's practical, that you can save money. Today, I even put the HR department on some new information too, because sometimes they're just like slamming you with taxes, right? It's like you're getting taxed for Social Security, then Medicare, and like all this stuff. And people think, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. And so I had to go into the law a little bit. And in the Medicare section, if you go under the IRS website, I'm not sure if even you know this too. I know a lot of people are self-employed, but some people who are conscious, have their, I know I'm tired, I was at work, whatever, are conscious. They still have like jobs and stuff, but they still are aware enough to like not get financially stripped in every direction, right? So you can have the Medicare taxes not withdrawn if you would like. I actually took a copy of the law and I emailed it to the HR department, because if you didn't know, if you go under the section Understanding Employment Taxes in the IRS website, go ahead. It will tell you under the Medicare section. I did my own reading today. I literally found that little nugget out myself today and I applied it. It will tell you that technically you're only supposed to pay Medicare taxes if you make over $200,000 a year. So if you do not, you're not really supposed to even have that withdrawn. They might have it in the software where it automatically checks it off for everybody, because a lot of people, and even in these departments, they have not studied the tax codes and the laws and all of that stuff, so they don't know everything. They just know like how to do their job. So when I looked into it myself, I seen, oh hey, it says right here that you're only really it's only supposed to be withdrawn by those who pay over 200 grand. So some people are like, oh, what if you need it in the future? It doesn't matter. It'll still, if you still need state assistance or whatever. But me, I rather just put it aside, put it in my own account, let it gain interest. We go into, I'm going to do more of these type of lives. Don't mind this. I had a little pimple, and then it's like, you mean a whole scratch. Do not try to even pop. I don't even think it was a pimple, guys. And now I'm like all Scarface now, right? Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people, think that you have to take that amount out, but you don't. It's only if you're making over a certain amount, because I could put that into a high yield account. We can go into different ways that exactly. I don't like giving all my game, girl. I opened up an American Express savings account. So yes, I'm already gaining some interest. Really good. And it helps your credit too, right? Because it's American Express. That's like totally awesome. I'm gonna like not waste my gas, give this a few minutes. So yes, exactly. So like, yeah, you could just put it in there and let it do its thing. And yeah, they don't physically give you a card. And like, if you know, need to use the money, you would just like transfer it into like your check-in or where you have a card. But I only had it for like a couple of months and I'm already like generating interest. So like totally cool. So like the money that I save from having those taxes taken out, I'm just going to put it in there and let it do its thing. But yeah, only if you make over 200 grand a year are you really eligible for Medicare taxes. So you see how a lot of the stuff is a blessing. We have so much to offer us. You know what I mean? We got gems and gems. Like, so that's why I tell them, do not sell yourself short. No, 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 no. You have amazing abilities and you add so much value. And that's why there's like podcast after podcast with these low pro bros trying to figure us out in every way, but we only let you figure us out if we want you to, right? A lot of them do not want to learn us and get to know, because every woman is different too. You got to take the time to talk to them. It can't be like once every couple of weeks. A lot of people are just so flaky, and that's why the blessings will never come. The Most High is not going to give you blessings if you're just like so cheap with yourself and disposable. And if you have no patience, you have to be a little bit more disciplined and steadfast. That's just me. I mean, some people think I shouldn't even bring up the Bible. Like, who are you? If you think that's a turnoff, then you're a turnoff to me, because real men can talk about whatever and flip from different topics and stuff, right? And be like a whole individual. Some people, it's just like their one track mind type of deal. And then they wonder why they're so boring. They play themselves out. So to me, that's not a blessing. That's not a loss if that's all you're about, because you think that you should. It's just like someone in a class, like even the gems that we teach and we learn, we had to read, we had to study, we had to, you know what I mean? And then it's like, oh, just give me the answers. I don't want to do the work to study to show myself approved. Iron, they don't realize iron does sharpen iron, right? So we're not helping like people be actualized people to like attract and be in that high demand. You can be that likable that like you can attract all ranges of people, but people on here get beside themselves. And even those who are not overt when it comes to being toxic with women, they do show that shit. Like they got to dig at women somehow, some way, you can tell. And I'm just like, that just shows like, you just uber ghetto. You can, try to act like you're some scholar or whatever. A lot of them are weak-minded. It's like hive mentality where, oh, they got their group friends, and instead of just asking you directly, emailing you, they're going to just think whatever. Or they want to ambush your lives and think that they're going to ask you these poignant questions right on the live where everybody, you know what I mean? Like they try to put you on the spot type of deal. And I'm like, listen. So yeah, that guy was like, oh, you can miss out if you make. Is that something you would tell your daughter, your sister, your whatever? You can deal with a whole serial killer. This is how STDs are passed around. This is how people think that they can disrespect each other because they don't value. And I'm telling you, if you hold out and you show that you're stoic enough and that you choose you, and you would only like even stop what you're doing if it was worth it, the person got to like, blow your hair back. And a lot of people don't realize it has to be a mental, a spiritual connection. You got to like the person. You got to talk about shit. You can't be so obvious. You know what I mean? We know all the tricks in the book. So if you do it with us so loosey goosey, we know you're like that with everybody. So it's not special. It ain't nothing. And so we look at you like disposable too. Like if you're doing this like this quick, you're going to be like, so it makes you not even. Yeah. So to me, it's like, hey, no loss, because a lot of these so-called blessings are really a curse in disguise. Like, don't be fooled. Okay. And a lot of people will show how they really are, that they are the narcissistic one that they speak of. Okay. That they could have been the problem in their life and stuff. So I'm noticing that too. And this is like a platform. They come on here, they get to vent, and they feel like they get swole up, puffed up, and but they need that whole group following to kind of endorse what they're saying. So their self-esteem isn't that high like they claim to be, right? Because they really need that group endorsement. And, that's why I'll only be so cordial with some people, but I'm like, oh, I can already see like they're quick to, accept any type of help or whatever. And a lot of guys are getting too comfortable taking money from women. And on these channels, they're doing the same thing, like, oh, donate, whatever. But you can tell they're not applying that same pressure to their own life because they're on during the day. They're not working for themselves or anyone else. They're so woke. All right, where's your business at? Do videos showing us, a little bit of that too, right? Just waiting on the cash apps. It's just weird, right? And then right after that, they'll be quick to talk shit about the people that donated. I'm like, these people are like sociopathic on these YouTube streets. So you guys be careful. And you know what? If someone can't wait on you, they don't deserve you and they don't care enough about you. So to me, it's like, no, that is just a curse there, sir. So it was just like some random, I'm like, oh, you're going to miss out. I'm like, if the person feels like they got to go to the next, then it wasn't about me, right? I wasn't special. Obviously, like anybody will do. And that's a turnoff because a lot of us, we try to take care of ourselves. We try to present well. And then they'll be quick to get to like the easy pickings, right? Which will be like a whole, slam pig or dog, right? And it's like, enjoy yourselves just because the girl will be an enabler. A lot of guys will just roll with whoever. So that to me, it's like, listen, like you lost your way because if I was born a man, I'd want to be the dominant role. There's always a dominant and a recessive, right? A submissive, even in gay relationships. So they make no damn sense. And I just look at them like little girls and I'm like, oh, you poor thing. You just, you just need a little bit of like sympathy or whatever, but I don't feel bad enough to come out my pocket. Like I'm good, right? Because I can see they're like really full of themselves. Facts. And not just at the beginning to bag a bitch. Yep. Yeah, exactly. It's all it is. And then they'll go on here and then they'll talk about each other, backbiting, gossiping, right? I'm like, so messy, so sad. Just live your life or whatever. And not to say if you meet somebody online that you vibe with and you like, right? You can reach out to them, but their egos are so big, like, oh, I have a channel, so you should support. Like, it's so corny, so I feel for them. But when I'm saying stuff, it's not like, oh, I'm talking personal, because honey, I've already been there, done that. Like, that's how I would choose. Like, if you got 3 and I've been there where you'd be single and you have a couple and it's like, okay, one thinks he's all that, he's all car, all ego, or all muscle, but no brains, no fun, dull, you're freaking snoozing, you want to get the hell out of there. Or you can deal with someone who could be, maybe a little dorky or maybe preppy or like a little different than, you're used to, whatever, but you love their personality, they vibe, they check in on you, they want to make sure you're good. It's not just some random thing. You can tell the difference where it's like, oh, is it, are you one of many? You can tell when a guy is like focused and honed in just on you. We can tell that type of shit. We can smell it and we can go. And it's like, listen, if you come, with that bum energy, right? With that, I did a video, Hoaz versus Boaz. We can tell and we will like not deal with it, There's a lot of Mo's out there. You can be 2 types of Mo's. You can have like the spirit of Moses, right? He sounded like a man's man, or Asmodeus, or like Larry, Moe, and Curly, like the 3 freaking stooges. Look up Asmodeus. He was a whole demon. Okay. So some guys will just circle around you just to scare off any potential suitors, to be like a saboteur type of deal, right? They don't have any real intentions for you, but they get territorial if, a real one will show interest and step up and do it. It's like, all right, just step aside. If you can't match that energy, you're out of the running, right? So I would have that. You'd have a few, and then you'd be like, you know what? Personality, charm, showing up on time, doing it, taking me out, making me feel like a whole woman. Winner energy right there, okay? That's how we know. We can sense it. And you know, if you think that all girls are stupid, that's on them, right? Because a lot of us are listening the cut, right? I'm also a data analyst, so I take in a lot of data, and I'm just listening like, you know, this is how guys think out there. That's why some toxic shit. And that's why I told you guys when I got a delivery for someone, right? It was a whole like torso, and that's the trajectory some of these guys are going to be on. But the ones with the most ego, they'll be like, yeah, I can do all this stuff, but they're not telling you they're paying for it on the side, right? They'll tell you, oh, just give her some money or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's basically all it is, and it cheapens it. And when women feed into that, you're cheapening yourself, okay? Even in that movie Indecent Proposal, Demi Moore wouldn't even take $1 million, hoes. What are you doing, right? They come on and they take their little couple of whatever, and then all of a sudden, that's enough for y'all. I rather work 2 jobs, okay, and put myself on a pedestal where it's like, yeah, you need to climb up this tree, okay, if you think you're gonna pick like the best fruit or whatever, right? And that's the kind of energy. Because girls, just like I tell that girl that I work with, like, you need to walk around with that type of energy, or you're just gonna be wasting your time with a bunch of freaking dogs who will give you nothing but fleas. Don't lay down with dogs, right? Because a lot of guys are going to think you're cute. A lot of guys are going to say whatever. Are you going to stop to entertain each one? Where is that going to leave you? You can't do that. That's all a test too, okay? So just know what it is. You could be you know, dealing with someone else's problem or whatever, you know, so you're not doing them any favors, indulging them, or giving someone a bonus, just like a job even, right? And it is a role that you're playing. You're not going to give them a promotion if they're doing freaking squat, right? Or if they're making excuses not to do their role, right? They'll do whatever at work to please their boss or whatever, a whole grown man, right? But when it comes to like interpersonal relationship where you should care about each other's input, if someone can't connect mentally, they shouldn't connect physically. They're too immature, and it all goes together, right? And that's why you're like, whoa, 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 slow your row. Okay, you gots to go. And that's how you got to be, right? Soul not for sale. Yeah, because just like they talk about succubus, incubus, that's some male demonic spirit. They just want to like, I'm like, who do you think you are, trying to suck on my essence? I know it just takes one look, one glance, right? And you're done for. You're going to come at them with the conceit too. You're going to match their conceited energy. Like, really? Oh, whoa. So what have you done for me lately, right? Where's my support? You see, I have a channel. Show some love, some support, right? Where's your swagger? You know what I mean? It's like, damn, you really got to give them these tips, right? And it's kind of sad that Chris Brown, who's been known to hit on women, has to come out with a song to tell women, make them wait on it. Make me wait on it. I'm like, girls, you need a male abuser to tell you, make him wait on it, or he'll be bored with you, or he will not regard you or value you, okay? Come on now. You gotta know what it is, guys. Like, be smarter than that, right? I know I am preaching today. It's just been that kind of day. But you gotta, if you don't care about yourself, who else is gonna care about you, right? You gotta, you know, and I have a big heart and I'll do for others. But once I see the energy's not reciprocated, I'm like, I'm good. Oh, and I've seen that all on these spaces. So I'm like, no. Obviously, there's no charity here, because a lot of these people, they look like they're doing fine, right? They'll got their gold on, they're smoking their blunts, they're doing their shit. I'm like, oh, you got money for this, you got money for that, you're good, honey. And probably some of them are getting a check from the state. They're getting a little SSI check. They're probably saying, I got trauma. I got trauma, give me a check, right? Talking all this madness. Or they got a bunch of women supporting them, because it doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you support yourself? Like, you're a whole grown individual, right? Like, how do you pay rent? How do you get around? Like, it can't be that much every day, right? So it just goes to show, right? So that's why a lot of us women too are always getting undercut, and you know, we should be getting paid more for our talent. So never mind when you think also on a date too, then you're gonna be stingy. It's like, oh hell no, like double trouble right there. So that's why it doesn't mean anything. It just means that we are the ones that are got to turn the faucet off. We're the ones that say yes or no. Okay, so you guys got to know what it is. If you spend enough time on these YouTube streets, you're going to allow yourself to be brainwashed. It's going to ruin your self-esteem, right? And if you allow people to tell it, I'm telling you, if they tell you, oh, they're not ready for a relationship or this and that, then you're not ready for a sexual relationship either. Go get fucked. Okay, excuse my French today. Okay, God forgive me. But it has to be said because there's a lot of people ruining lives out there and they don't care because they're turning good girls bad, right? I see it all the time, breaking, and it's crazy. I know girls can do it to guys too, but that's why I tell you girls too, don't allow it. You have the say. You hold out for the best quality individual that you can, especially while you're younger. Hold the hell out. And if a guy tries to throw a couple of dollars at you, that means he don't value you, that you're just providing some type of service. And it's like, oh, if we're talking like that, then you need to really have a deep soul searching experience, right? And just know what it is. But you start hearing enough people online talking like that, I'm like, I don't want that for people that I care about. So if they hear me on here saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? Know what it is. There's a lot of freaking creeps on here and they hear it from me. It's going to resonate because someone got to combat the shit. I'm seeing it from all sectors. And now everyone's categorizing not just that. It's like by color lines and all this other shit. I'm like, there's so much stupid shit. I'm hearing so many lies on here. It's not even funny. Even like talking so much shit about different states. This one's racist. This one, like, they don't know what the F they're talking about. Okay. So you're not going to get a whole presentation. So again, just know what it is. Some people come over here all, I'm so smart, but their blessings are just curses. So don't take it so literally. Just know what it is. But I do like referencing the Bible. There's a lot of practical stuff in there. Yeah, it's so sad, right? I was going into Deuteronomy chapter 15. It talks about a little bit of credit to talk. That's for you, girl. Little nugget, really good. And so I can try to weave that into one of my videos. But yeah, we got to teach the younger girls that and just tell them straight up, like, back in the day, it'd be a huge thing. Like, you couldn't just go up to whoever and their family not come out and check you or whatever. We need to have a check and balance system for the people that we care about. And something else, hey, are you the one that commented on my short that said I could be passing up on a blessing? Because I commented on that. Because if men are not, if someone is not willing to wait for you, then yeah, you if they're not willing to prove themselves, they're not worth waiting for. They're not worth reserving yourself for. And that's what's supposed to be so special, right? To take yourself off the market, be just with that person, building trust. And even sexual relationships, that takes a lot of trust. Some people don't trust each other to borrow each other's car or whatever, but they're so quick to get freaking naked and do whatever and not care, right? It's crazy. Hi, Angel. How are you? How old do I look, honey? I like to play devil's advocate. How old are you, Angel? Show me yours before I show you mine, right? I know. And guys can have that spirit too, right? Or the Asmodeus spirit. I don't know what it is, because they can be like over sexualized. And it's like, listen, they probably watching too much porn and that's all they can think about. And then they try to put you in that box. Like, I don't know what kind of hallucinations you're having, but if you're just looking at me for that, you got the wrong one, right? Because I'm a whole lady. You're going to be dignified. And if you're not willing to do the work. So that's why in my life, that's how I chose. That's how, and I was like strict about that. And anyone else, it's like, I don't know who you thought you were talking to. Maybe I can do shits and giggles and that's it, right? And then they'll do something really inappropriate when you first meet them, and I'm just like, wow, this person was not bred correctly. Bad genetics, bad coding, bad programming, whatever. So if you rather go to like low-hanging fruit, good for you. But someone that is that quick and that whatever, that's a high-risk situation as well. Okay? Yeah, this guy is just talking his dumb shit. Really? Really? I look 58. He's such a dumb fuck. I know. Me, well, I know. Well, for 38, you look like shit. So good for you, dumb bitch. I'm in my 40s, you dumb bitch. 58. I know I don't look 58. I think that's a female. She's probably an ugly female. Another hating bitch. Whatever. And I'm sure when you're my age, when you're in your 40s, you're probably going to look like shit. Don't disrespect people trying to say they look older than what they are. Yeah, she's probably one of the low-hanging fruit. Did I hurt your feelings, sweetheart? So again, this is not all men because you got girls who ain't ish. She probably gives it up on the first date or probably, sucks that Charisse. So why don't you go do that? Nobody cares. Obviously, you don't value yourself. You're coming on here even hating. I guess she's not a girl's girl, does not support women at all. Why don't you go to a guy's channel and get his attention? And be like, oh, look at me, look at me. Coming over here with that dumb shit. Don't come over here talking shit. Yeah, you like older women. Well, I don't know what that means. I'm not a lesbian. And number two, I do not look 58. That's fucked up. No, you got freaking mental issues. Get the fuck out of here. Well, you're unlikable to women and men then. Too given. I know, really. It's like, grow up. And I'll probably, let's look at her channel. She probably looks like freaking ass. So, rather look older than be ugly inside and out. Stupid hoe. We ain't gay over here. Yeah, I ain't gay, so go on with yourself. Back in the day, there was an older lady, she was trying to like claim me in the neighborhood. I was like, get the F away from me before I kick you in your throat. I don't care if you do that, but don't even try to come on at me like that. I will get violent. I don't appreciate that because you should know what I am already if you even like paid attention. And I never gave an inclination of that. So to me, that's like open violation. Don't even try me. If you'd like that, we could be cordial. I am like super neutral. That's between you and God, but don't even try to come on to me. Good point. Like, do not even. You already like got on my damn nerves. You better be out of this chat already. I hope you think I'm a huge bitch. Yes, the hugest biatch. I can be the sweetest one, but my horoscope is a Cancer. We can turn it up. I'll be that Cancer. Don't even do that. I know. I'll block them. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's probably the age of the guy she's screwing. I know. Maybe she's from the Sugar Babies channels. Who knows? Or maybe I'm hating on somebody. Maybe she saw me in somebody else's chat. Sometimes freaking little boy bitch haters of mine, they'll send a little like female cohort, so it ain't nothing. But again, sometimes some people's presence can be a curse in itself, right? Go curse somebody else's presence. Yes. I was working. Hey, sweetheart. Ace of Wolf. Ooh, wolf energy. Did you know that a loon, guys? Did you guys ever see one of those birds? They howl like a wolf. I actually have things. I filed them down, but you can kind of see. Like, you can't really see them, but like in some videos, I'm like, dang, I should have left them. But I had like werewolf fangs. Like, I had sharp canines. They look so cool, but I had them shaved down. Like, I have medical records because I used to bite my lip with it and stuff, but now it looks so cool now. I'm like, I should have left it. I would have looked so formidable. My medical records. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm a hybrid. That'd be fun. I am falling in love. So Alpha Wolf energy. Have you guys ever watched the movie Alpha? So cute. It was a female wolf and she helped the young boy. And it was like, I think they're part of our ancestral, like our ancestors use them. Aren't they the cousins of dogs? Isn't that how we have dogs? I just love wolves. They're so cute. And yeah, like I feel like I have like wolf teeth. Sometimes it was like, oh, why did I file them? I think I like messed my teeth up doing that. But sometimes like in my videos, you can see that they were really pointy before. Yeah. So yeah, is Angel still coming by? Is she coming by now? What is she saying too? Talking shit? That's why I'm not giving him or her or them my energy. It's fine. Because obviously they don't have good intention. Year of domestication. Obviously they don't have good intention. They could be jealous. They wish they looked as good as me. I'm at 45, right? At 38, you probably got freaking stretch marks and like a football. Like, Yeah, you wish you were like me after 2 kids with a whole freaking six pack and a freaking nice booty and nice thighs because I work out. So, right? It's like, keep hating. That's why I tell you ladies too, even if you're in a relationship or if you're not, always take care of yourself. Always invest in yourself. Always make sure you level up. That way you're always in high demand. And that way, and then some people are going to just be I get along with females. I get along with everybody. So there's no need. And I wouldn't come in someone's chat and just be like, oh, you look 40, but I'm going to say that you look 60. It's like, it's so dumb. Thank you, sweetheart. And you're phenomenal. You got a phenomenal spirit. Exactly. And people's personalities, you'd be surprised who I vibe with because I like people's energies. I read their energies. I just have that gift. And so, I'm not conceited. I don't think I'm whatever, but I know I'm not a piece of shit. I know I'm not a scrub. I know I'm not whatever. So it's like, you're not gonna like come over here with that dumb ish. And I'm very respectful on other people's channel. This is probably some twat that was on somebody else's channel because I'm telling you, YouTube is becoming a small world after all. You go to one, you can't say boo without them being like, who's this? Who's that? You know what I mean? And then they might click on your channel and then be like, oh, she got a big mouth. Let me come talk shit to her. It's like, and I do it in person too. I'm very outspoken. I've been like this since I came out of the womb. Never been scared. If you think I'm too prissy to whatever, you don't know my past. Don't gotta lead with that. But I'm not a marshmallow, okay? Dummies, right? Yes, I just gave them like amazing info. If they had any brains, I just gave you such a gem. Like that Medicare tip I gave you, hon. That was such a gem. I was so happy to learn that today. I taught that to my coworker, right? Am I from Spain? I have family from there and Portugal. The Azores. Here we go. LOL, yes. I'm not from there. I was born here. Don't mind my sunroof, it's being repaired. I was born and raised in Massachusetts. So I was born here. I landed here like a comet. Okay. But my immediate family was born there. Very beautiful. They say it's the remnants of Atlantis. Maybe. It's a very mystical place. A lot of spiritual stuff there. Fomorians, these different beings. I've been watching movies. They're talking a lot more about that stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's so funny. So that's why when some of us, just like have different vibes, I'm like, who knows, right? Have you guys studied Rh negative blood? That's like a rare blood type. So it makes us a little different than the rest. And it transcends colors too. So you can be brown, this nationality or that. And, we can all have that in common. So that's why I don't get caught up on these YouTube streets because it's all about your blood. It's all about your blood type. They say that's the royal line right there. That's the royal blood type. Yeah, thank you for deleting. Who's talking shit? Who's Superboy? I can see that. Easy. Sorry, wrong comment. What the hell is that? I know. What they saying about teeth? I have teeth, asshole. So stupid. I know. You're gonna get some of that demonic energy. That's fine. He's probably talking about my back one. Yeah. Well, there'll be an implant in there. It's the back one, and a lot of people, that's what happens. You gotta stay away from that sugar. But yes, I do have teeth. So, and it's all natural. A lot of people on here who are my age, who have anything close to normal looking teeth, most of them have veneers and implants. So my teeth are not perfect, but at least they're real. They're still mine. So, and if I have any type of, who has, what are you disrespecting? You saying someone don't have teeth? I have all my teeth, dummy. So dumb. Something about gumming it? That's pretty nasty. Is that why you're looking for older ladies? I thought you had dentures. Yeah, that's probably you or your mother. That's funny. Sorry, yep, definitely not that. A lot of them could be like dummy pages or whatever. Yeah, I definitely gotta go. Yeah, definitely like that. That's probably something you're gonna have to use, right? I know. And how old are you? J Blink. I know a lot of people with the J as a first name. So to me, that could just be, I'm telling you, when you pick up on this energy, it's like for people to come that hard, it's like it's got to be people with like clone pages that just want to come on because it's like they know I'm a real deal, but it's like maybe you're a fake and maybe that's what you know, and that's probably all you can get. So a lot of it, it's like, oh my God, you're real or whatever. Like, yeah, some of us had good genetics, we had good genes. Sorry if did you lose yours already or whatever? I'm sorry for you. But there's people with actual health problems that happened to. That's not something to make fun of, even if that was the case, which it's not the case. I know. The demons will come out. It's okay. Yes, it's okay. I'm just yeah. I got a date, guys. I got a date. Overthinking. No, you're just underthinking, or because I don't just throw out words just to throw them out. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's so dumb. This is dentures. That's my fucking teeth, dummy. It's like, you gonna see my teeth? I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, your teeth are so cute, this or whatever. It's like, yeah, I got cavities, I got some bad dental work from fill-ins or whatever, right? And I had a really nasty infection, and I had a fill-in that fell out because the dentist, when they give you fill-ins, that's why I try to teach you guys how to heal stuff naturally. He made such a huge hole in it, and it loosened it, and it made the thing fall out. So now I got to pay a few grand and made the appointments to get an implant, because you'll never see me with a freaking denture, honey. Okay, you'll never see me with the denture, Angel. It's like, no, it's supposed to be implants. If you ever go through that type of shit, you need to get an implant. I'm not walking around with dentures, even if that did happen to me. And I know a lot of young people are already dealing with that at a young age. It's really sad. So, not nice. And the people that talk the most shit, could happen to them. That's what I'm saying. But yes, guys, so just be careful with people coming at you like there's some blessing. But a lot of people got a lot of curses, guys. That's why I limit who I deal with, because they can put their bad energy on you. And sometimes they'll admit like they have bad thoughts or whatever, but they always want to be in your presence. And I'm like, you know what, if you need a counselor, that's fine. You need someone to talk to. Okay, but my time is valuable and precious too. Then, you can hit me with the Cash App and show some support, because I have a lot of good insight. I have some experience. I'm young and old enough to like see life from like the past and the future. And I've done, I've seen a lot out there, and I put a lot of things into practice too, and practicality too. That's why I can be a really good friend. So if people that don't appreciate that, that's their loss, not mine. It's not me missing out on blessings, it's them, because they're too stupid to see a blessing right in their face. So it's like, you just keep it moving. I'm going to send you yours today. Yeah, don't think I forgot about you, sweetheart. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, so you can let other people know, because I want to thank you too, and I give you some coffee money for being my moderator. It's Diana-7. Diana-7. I also have Kadesh. Yes, Kadesh Gardens too. I have a Facebook, guys. I'm getting super tired and I got to go get ready for dinner. I have a Facebook. You can visit me on Facebook. I had some girls already friend me, which is fine. On Dia Dash, I have a Dia Dash Facebook, a Kadesh Gardens. I don't do Instagram. I don't like my energy all over the social media. I have my Patreon for my focal points. I'm on here, and I just try to keep it light. I don't want to give myself all to the meta universe. Okay. I actually, yeah. It's Diana, honey. Diana, Diana dash and the number 7. The number 7, because that comes up in my life, 7 and 13 constantly. That's the month I was born. So 7, dear. So just one N. $ Diana. That's why on this platform I call myself Dia. Short, perfect, just like that. And you'll see my picture on there. Yeah, we don't want to go into someone else. That suck. You'll see my picture up there. Of course, I'm looking a little bit more refreshed, but that's what it is too, guys. And I'm on call tonight. That's great. So if nobody should be locked out of their hotel room. We use a really cool system. I learn a lot too. So we program, I do, I code, my program codes there and stuff. Yes, that's the right one. That's the right one. Hey, Emo, it's okay, your phone dropped. Is that it? Yeah, guys, support the Cash App. If you go to the beginning of my video, I just gave you guys some gems to save some money on your paycheck with some real knowledge. Who else gave you that little nugget? I try to do everything original. It's my own work. It's my own organic research. I buy books. I've been doing this for the past 10 years, guys. So sorry, yes, in a way it does aid you in a way, but don't come in here on some sucker bitch energy, disrespecting your host, your teacher. We don't do that here. Okay, okay. What's that? An email? That was my Cash App. My email is dia-at yahoo.com. But I only take questions. Send me a good faith offering. Could be $5 and up. You know, a little coffee money, whatever. And I can answer questions. If you got like a personal case, you can have a court case. I do a lot for people. You know, but a lot of us, you know, there's a lot of like, you know, toxic energy on here. So I'm like, dang, is it because I'm a woman? Is it because I'm this? It's whatever. It's probably a little bit of everything. Nothing new to me. Just saying. What was it again? It's Diana-7, sweetheart. On Cash App. I appreciate it. And you can send me a little love note. Hey, I appreciate your work. You know, I've done that for people too, but I'm going to be more careful who I do it with. Because if you ever supported me, I'm going to like appreciate you. I make my own products. I make my own lip balm. All that stuff, and I give actual samples to people. It's Ace. Well, I was playing you, whatever that means. You're not playing anybody but yourself because you're over here giving my channel engagement, so you're actually helping me. And I'm not game goofy, as they say, so most things that random say I don't believe. So I'm just being polite. You just don't get me. Like I'll play along, but I'm like, you don't know what I'm thinking though, you know, so you can think you're getting over. But if you wanted to, you could support, you know, you could support. Diana Dash, oh, you're using another phone, is that it? That's fine. Well, subscribe on both accounts. That's cool. And you're always going to learn something. I may, you know, go into a tangent or whatever, but I'm going to make sure I at least have something of value to bring to the table like I always do. I try not to gossip or go into this channel, that. I know some people use that for content. I'm not doing all that. And I want my stuff to be, you know, a little bit more substantial. So yes, like it on both. That's fine, hon. You can subscribe on both channels. That's fine. But just, yes, guys, not every blessing is a blessing. So you don't have to take every offer that comes your way. You're not obliged to. And if people won't invest in you, why should you in them? So that's why, some of us got to be like that, right? We got to be tough. Yes. And like you, yes, sweetheart, I would appreciate that. I seem lonely. I'm not lonely, actually. You know how hard it is for me to even give you guys any of my time? And I actually got people waiting on me right now. You know how hard it is for me to even get a moment to myself? I do this so I can have something online because it's like a part-time thing. And if I can earn a little bit of something, it's my own passion, that it's like my hobby and my project and all of that in one. So obviously you're lonely because you're trolling my channel. Why don't you go somewhere and go do something with yourself? I got a lot of people that engage with me. I can't stop for everybody. I've been busy all day, being around people all day. Are you freaking kidding me? That's why I'm losing my voice. I've been talking all day. I actually get super cranky where I'm like almost antisocial. Like I don't want to be around people like that. And they want my energy so much that I'm already like doing too much. And they're like, oh, can you do this? You want to go do that? I'm like, I'm too busy. Leave me alone. And I don't want to be like bitchy. But if anything, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. The stupidest thing. Dumb. Again, see how they try to figure out. You don't have to erase all of them, JFAT. It's so funny. It's just that they wanna come on like they project. I'm like, I'm doing this for charity. Dia Dash, I actually have a tax ID number, so you actually gotta put into it. This is my nonprofit, so I actually gotta, like, if you got a channel, it's like having a storefront or like a Etsy store or whatever. You actually gotta, like, put in some work. You can't just, like, not. So you actually have to talk. And you actually have to come find your tribe and talk to your people. So thank you so much, guys. You will get a copy of my new book. Do you have a book? You would wait on me? Well, that is so nice. Well, thank you for finding me valuable. Yes, well, you can recommend your book. I'll check it out. Yes, support me and I'll support you if it's a good book. Yeah, Dia Dash is an actual educational, not-for-profit channel organization. Maybe it'll be Channel 7, or I can call it Channel 13, because I was born Friday the 13th, even though it's not scary to me. And I was raised, my childhood home has the number 13. So yeah, so I put it at that, so you can, I can get donations and revenue. I buy books, and all other people are taking my ideas and they're like not showing me love. Now they want to give out books on their channel. I'm like, whatever. They didn't even say thank you for the last time I helped them out. That's why I'm like, no mas. No, thank you. I appreciate my crew, right? But again, some people got their favorites. It's like these little cult followings. It's like, oh, how sad. So, what is your nonprofit? Yeah, it's educational. So I teach you guys education, information, holistic medicine, how to take care of yourself naturally, how to not get too many medical procedures, the truth about the medical industry, big pharma. I was actually put in YouTube jail when I first started. I had my first channel called Noble Scribe. That was taken down because I was like oversharing. So now I try to say it more tactfully. So if you go on my community tab, I put up links. There's just so much that are out there. So yes, in a way I'm saving lives, but I don't got this big sign that says it. Some people will say, oh, what I'm saying is dangerous, because they're so brainwashed that if they don't get all their lethal injections, they won't know what to do. They only know how to be a guinea pig. You know what I mean? They need to be led by the nose. So I get two types of people, right? So I'm helping those who can't help themselves, because a lot of people, they go to YouTube. It's becoming the new TV, where people are finding people of like minds. That's why people come to YouTube. So no one's lonely over here. Obviously, there are lonely people on here. And if I can help them not feel alone, that is my role. That is my role. Okay. I give off a cougar vibe. That's great. Well, I'm glad that I still got it. That's great. Yep, I still get the 20-year-olds who think I'm attractive. So that's cool. So I appreciate that, right? But yeah, I am not a cougar because I ain't trying to pay for no bros. So I'll stay in my own age group, thank you, because I like to be treated like a lady. So if someone thinks that they're going to be into my pocket, I don't think so. So not many younger guys will want to pay. And like, so it's like, it's not worth it. Like, sorry, honey, I was your age once. Had my fun. It ain't that serious. I have a lot of discipline. I don't struggle with lust or none of that shit. I'm good. I know how to just say no. All right. Not a good look, right? Unless they're like uber rich and, they have it like that. Otherwise, they want you to support them. Like, get the heck out of here. If I wanted another kid, I'd go and have one. If I wanted another son, I'd go out and make one. And then what? I can just go make a new one. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I think I've gone too much, almost an hour, and I got a place to be, really, really. Mwah. Take care of yourselves, guys. Stay smart, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.